Hey everybody, my name is Mike Honan and my website is mikehonan.com, which makes it really easy. I am the picture of health and beauty for American males, and that would probably be just for about anywhere, not even in America. I don't mean to get too far off track here. Today what I want to talk about is some of the first steps to start an online business. Now, what I'm doing here, this is like the practical steps, so that's assuming that you already know what you want to sell and you already have your idea, you already have your product, whether that's affiliate marketing or your own product or whatever, but you're going to go through a few steps to begin your business online. And this is basic, so if I leave anything out, please comment down below and I can fill you in, because it's a bit broad spectrum. I'm just kind of taking a little slice here. But I'm going to be talking about the first few things you need to get going once you've picked your product, once you've got your business plan. All these things have been done previously. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is you got to get a domain name. All right. So that is xyz.com or you're not going to use .gov. Don't use .gov. If you can get a name, a domain name, try to get .com. Now, there are some other good ones, I think, but it seems like people are really used to .com. .net's not bad either, but .com's better. So try to get a domain name with a .com. If you can't get it with a .com, there are other options like .tv or there's a bunch. But try to get a .com and go with something simple. Your name is good. Like Bob Smith, Joe Smith, and if your name isn't Smith, you're obviously going to have to choose something else. So go with something simple, something easy to remember. Don't go complicated. Keep it simple. That's pretty straightforward, but just a rule of thumb, keep it simple, keep it direct. Don't make it complicated or hard to remember. You're going to have to go with a hosting site. Once you get your domain name, you're going to have it hosted somewhere. You know, there's GoDaddy, there's a bunch of them. It's not that complicated. You're also going to need an autoresponder. And with any of this stuff, check around to a number of different sites, okay? With autoresponders and these different sites, check around, get some prices. Sometimes they'll give you a month free. That'll help out. All this stuff does cost money. Not a lot, but you know, there's sometimes, especially with an autoresponder, there's recurring fees. So you can find really good deals. Sometimes they'll give you free months. Sometimes they'll give you stuff up front. And all that helps when you're starting out. I'm using GetResponse as an autoresponder, which I like, but it does cost you every month. There are some, you know, they give you the first 30 days free, I think. Then you're going to have a website, okay? And the website mainly, if you're building an email list, you'll want to have your website and set up your capture page. The website, again, is, you know, it's linked to your, you know, your domain name type of thing. So your website's going to have your capture page, your sales funnels, your, you know, just all the information. If you're doing a blog, all that stuff's going to be on your web page. And that's going to be your, you know, your landing page. All that stuff is going to be on there. And so you want to have that. And basically all this stuff is just super basic. And it takes time to set all this stuff up. Another thing is, as you're getting going, and if you're doing a content marketing strategy, I'm just going over a few basic little things here you're going to have that honestly, when I started out, I didn't realize this. And I think a lot of people don't. These are basic setup steps. There's a lot more to it than just this. I'm going over just a few points. Obviously, if you've already got your product to sell, so that's taken care of, but you want to make sure that you've got a method of receiving payments. PayPal's a big one, super easy to get set up on that one. Does make it easy. I'm sure there's a lot of other ones there. You can use your own merchant service provider. We had a website a little while back where we had our own merchant service provider. The guys that don't do websites or do online sales don't always do, or sorry, the guys that do retail don't always do online sales. There is a difference. You're going to have to find an online sales. PayPal's super easy. Makes it really clean to do it with PayPal. They do have restrictions on what you can sell, so you do have to make sure your product fits within their guidelines of use. We had a website one time where we were selling, I did not even know this, we were selling CBDs, which is a hemp product. Well, our merchant service provider saw that and we got dumped in a heartbeat. So most people don't have a problem with this. We were selling some oddball products that we weren't paying attention to. And when our merchant service provider found out, they dumped us in a heartbeat. So make sure if you're selling, like, you know, this is extreme, like e-juice with nicotine in it, just make sure that your merchant service provider is aware of that. And that's, like I say, is an extreme example. You know, like selling firearms or bullets or something. There are limits to what they'll do. But anyway, so these are just some basic start-off ideas. So you want to have your domain name, you know, have it hosted somewhere. You want to make sure you have an autoresponder, you have your website up and running. You know, obviously you've got your product that you're going to be selling, and then method of receiving payments, and really make sure, check all this stuff. You want to go through and make sure your autoresponder is connected, working right. Go in and do some tests. This is, you know, this all takes time. And a lot of times, like I found out, whoever you get your services through, if you need help, go to them, ask for support. They usually have like a chat, like Namecheap has a support chat line where you get on chat. They're very helpful. You know, I'm using ClickFunnels. They're also very helpful. You know, and they've got templates for landing pages and capture pages and all that kind of stuff. So you can get all this stuff, and it's helpful, but it does take a little bit of time to put all this stuff together. Honestly, I have a whole program where they provide, it costs accumulatively about the same aggregate cost as having all their separate ones. But there are programs that have everything in one site. They've got templates and autoresponders and all that together. So there are different ways you can do all this, but it takes a little time. Don't get frustrated. Don't give up. It takes a little time to get all this stuff set up, but you can do it. It's pretty straightforward. And starting an online business is just that. It's a business. It's going to take you time. Don't get discouraged. Don't lose heart in the middle of it can be really frustrating. Doing anything new is really frustrating, and you can kind of lose direction, but stick with it. This stuff isn't impossible to set up. It is a little tricky, but it's not impossible. And you know, you can always find somebody, you can always get help online, one way or another, getting stuff set up, and it is doable. But like everything in business, you've got to have the goal in mind. What are you going for? Developing a business. You know, one of our businesses that I have right now, it's been 4 years, and we're really finally getting to a point where things are up and rocking and rolling. But it was, you know, 2 or 3 years of struggling through getting stuff going. Now, your online businesses can take time to get set up. So don't get discouraged. Be tenacious. Be focused. Hang in there. If you guys like what you're hearing, guys and girls, if you like what you're hearing and you want to hear more about different videos that I'm posting and information that I'm posting on online business and getting into business online, please go to my website, MikeHonan.com, leave your name, your email address, and I will connect with you and contact you. You get on my insider email list, and I'll contact you with more offers and concepts and ideas about starting a business online, and I'm going to have some free giveaways and good stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. It's sunny out, finally. It's been pouring rain all week, but now it's sunny. Have a great day. Adios, amigos.